Hey, we'd like to welcome everybody back to the Post Coaches Show after the Indian Hills matchup between the Indian Hill Warriors and the North Idaho Cardinals. Indian Hills comes out on top with a 31-6 victory. I've got head coach Cole Spree here with me. 8-2 on the night, 31-6. You had two really actually good wrestlers that went down in defeat. Had some tough matches.
Yep.
What's your takeaway?
Nasir, it's just we had an opportunity to score that first takedown, but we took the easier route and we went to our knees. You can't at this level. We got to stay on our feet. They're too good. Just simple mistakes, and then I think he kind of broke on himself at the end, and it's just a growing moment. I'm glad he got exposed. That's the number one kid in the country. We're number two, so maybe we'll see each other later down the road. And then Shahab, he was there. He weighed in at 149 tonight, and he went up to 57 against a really tough kid, and we're right there. I think there's a good chance that you're going to see him at 57 at the end of the year, so we might as well just start getting used to the weight class now, so we're just making that adjustment. But, yeah, outside that, some good, some bad, and a little bit in between.
Yep, and I would agree with you. We had some great matchups. Charlie Dykes looked pretty good, and then he kind of fizzled out just for a little bit with a couple takedowns to give up there in the end. Ollie Webb had a good, tough match. I was really kind of impressed with Whitehead really pouring it on and kept it on, even though he looked like he was almost wanted to be a little bit gassed, but the other kid was gassed a little bit more. He gets the tech ball. Kind of like you said with Shahab, and I'll say the same thing with kind of Jakari, too. It's like, I don't know, my opinion, they wrestle too defensive, and they don't open up a little bit and give themselves opportunity to score because they're both talented enough to do that.
Yep.
I think just missed out.
I don't think necessarily that we're wrestling defensive. We're allowing them to control the tie and the positions, and we've got to.
We're not opening up to take the opportunities.
We're not clearing ties. We're hanging in ties. We're allowing them to hang in ties. We're giving them the position, and it's slowing us down. But hey, it's
it's early.
I told them at the beginning, I don't critique winning and losing tonight. It's did we perform or did we not? Where do we got to get better? It's all about the performance. When we say all the time, the mission's not November. It's not December. The mission is March, and we'll just go get better.
This is you're building right now.
Yep.
And, Closey there at 84, very tickled to see him stay at it, get the takedown close in the end.
So talented.
To pull out the match.
I wish he believed in himself as much as we believe in him. You saw him kind of start conceding the match there for a second. So talented. It's gotta start believing in himself a little bit more. So
Marquez, we get the 14-4 victory.
That was good.
Is this his first match? Did he wrestle? Okay, first match.
Sincere, it's his first match. Andrew, we don't really talk about it, but we're not at 100%. Muhammad rolled his ankle pretty bad 2 weeks ago. He hasn't practiced. He's rode the bike. That's about it for the last 2 weeks. So Andrew had a separation in his shoulder 4 weeks ago. Still hasn't gone live until tonight in practice in the last 3-4 weeks. You've got there's another one too. But I don't know. We've had like 3 or 4 of them that we didn't know if they were going to be able to go tonight. But Sincere is making a huge sacrifice. That was it. It wasn't an injury, but he's just making a huge sacrifice for the team as far as his weight. He got bigger. In the offseason he's growing. So 65 is tough, and he's this first time down to weight. So.
Yep, and all those things play factors. And like I said, I don't want to take anything away from North Idaho. Hey, we appreciate them coming over here.
100%.
They're on I would call a
mini little
what
meat
do you
grinder?
call it? Yeah, a little meat grinder for the next probably 8 days or so that they're traveling. But I looked it up. They're 1,530 miles, 35 miles from where we sit right now. Takes a 22-hour, 26-minute. That's probably a car ride, but they bring a bus, right? They
fly.
Oh, they did fly. Okay, well that don't make it so bad, but still, it's a lot of travel, a lot of time for these guys to go, and then they travel to Des Moines, I think, they're at Grandview tomorrow, and then they make the circuit across the Midwest, and good for them. I think that's what's going to keep them competitive, and they see different competition and make it better, and that's what you would probably strive in as a team too, and you want to reach out, get as much competition as you can. But overall, I would say, you know what, you've got a very solid team this year. You got a great nucleus of kids, and as we've always talked about it, got to get everybody to buy in. Not sure where you're at with that, but it's also November 14th, and we want to have a better conversation probably about March 8th or whatever day it is, and we continue to go. But you got a target on your back as well. Everybody wants to beat Indian Hills, both in men and women's.
Maybe. I don't know. So we'll see.
Well, anyway, congratulations tonight, Cole Spree. I said everybody tuned in. We got girls wrestling coming up here Wednesday against Southeast.
That'll be a great duel.
Be a great duel. And then you guys don't see competition back until, I think, December 3rd back here against Nyack here in the multipurpose.
December 3rd and 4th.
December 3rd and 4th, back-to-back. Nyack and Southwest Michigan, which is another new team for us, too. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. Coach of the Year, head coach Cole Spree. I'm Kevin Cochran. We're signing off on Go Hills TV.
Thanks.